Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me for my very first live reading. Happy Halloween. I do apologize for still being in my Halloween costume, but it is a little bit late and I haven't had time to take it off yet. So tonight I'm going to be reading from my YA novel Spill, which you can pre-order now from Amazon, and it releases on December 5th. So in this particular first chapter, I have three girl characters, and they are going to have a seance in a haunted train tunnel. This tunnel is haunted by the ghost of a girl called Elodie Mitchell. They have just set everything up and they're about to start. Can we get this ghost party started? Kenzie puffed out an irritable sigh. With a scathing glance at Luca, Leona set her phone to record a video and placed it face up on the track between the candles. Her plan involved them linking hands and calling for Elodie's ghost 3 times, like summoning Bloody Mary at a tween sleepover. Except none of Amy's sleepovers had ever been like that, and she didn't know what to expect. Taking a shaky breath, she closed her eyes as Leona began the chant they'd been rehearsing all week. Elodie, Elodie, sing for us a melody, make yourself heard. Amy held her breath, listening hard, but heard nothing but her own pulse beating loud in her ears. This was a complete waste of time. She should be curled up in bed asleep right now and dreaming of Flynn instead of standing in the middle of some godforsaken freight tunnel. Something, most likely a moth, whizzed by her ear, making her flinch. As she turned her head, she caught the faintest rumble coming from deep inside the tunnel. Chest constricting, she strained to hear over Kenzie's chant of, Elodie, Elodie, sing for us a melody, make yourself seen. With a pounding heart, Amy couldn't help turning her head toward the approaching sound. Even with her eyes shut, light was turning the backs of her eyelids red, light which was now accompanied by the sound of squealing iron wheels and firing pistons. Oh, crap. Leona's hand squeezed hers as Amy tried to pull away, but Leona's grip was like a vice. Panicked, she blurted her own line, Elodie, Elodie, sing for us a melody, make yourself whole. Hit with a rush of air, she opened her eyes to 2 white lights boring down on them, a freight train approaching from the far end of the tunnel. It was too dark to tell which track it was on because the candle flames had snuffed out. Move! Luca's voice exploded behind them. Startled, Amy launched towards him as he sprinted toward her. Dim blue light spilled through the void in the roof where Elodie had fallen, and Amy ran towards it, her only thoughts on escaping the tunnel. Pressure was building in both ears, and pain exploded in her head as they popped. She screamed as everything turned white. Get back! Luca's hands were on her shoulders, his voice muffled as if he were talking underwater. The next thing she knew, she was body slammed back against the bricks mere seconds before a second freighter rocketed past on the very track where she'd been standing. Instinct kicked in, her palms bracing behind her, but it didn't stop her head from ricocheting off the wall and cracking against Luca's jaw. Pain splintered across her skull as she tried to make sense of what had just happened. Over Luca's shoulder, the freight trains continued to flash by, the dim light from above causing an odd strobing effect. In the darkened spaces between each rail car, something was manifesting. She squinted. It was a figure. Elodie? Thanks for listening, and I hope you had fun listening to a little preview from Spill. Once again, if you're interested in this, you can pre-order it now on Amazon. It does release on the 5th of December, but paperbacks, just like this one, are shipping now. Thanks. Happy Halloween.